Alright, crew, it's Pitt, and we back with something a little bit different. I was told that I absolutely had to do a reaction to this. It is not music, but I'm going to react to it. I have not watched it yet. Uh, this is Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch. Apparently he's an artist. I'm not familiar with music, but I'm assuming he's a musician because he's got this. Like, this looks musician to me. And this is my apology video. Now, I'm going to assume that since this was recommended, that this is probably not an actual apology video. It might be satire, or I don't know what's going on, but we fixing to see. I'm intrigued because, like, yeah, let's see what's up. All right. Okay, I've seen this guy before, but I don't know about no music.
You thought this was an apology video.
Alright, I'm vibing already.
That's cute. Listen, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or be that egotistical asshole, but am I the only country singer out here right now that's getting Billboard charting spots that just says what I want to, that doesn't apologize for everything and try to be something I'm not, and have a bunch of team members type up this shit and be like, oh, you have to say this, please.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Y'all buckle in. We got 14 minutes and 44 seconds of this. I'm with it.
Because we gotta make sure they know you're not racist. Am I the only one out here who has these? That just goes with my gut and listens to myself?
Maybe in country music. Like, I've been out in the music game for a long time, and that includes country.
Instead of
I'm assuming he's country.
10 other fucking people. For real.
I think the Billboard chart just said that.
To myself instead of 10 other fucking people. For real. So I woke up this morning with a bunch of text with links attached to them where another country singer is saying sorry for a music video that we've done back in 2015.
Oh, 2015.
And within these videos...
That was a long time ago. Like, why are you apologizing for some 6-year-old shit?
Some stuff in these articles that I've been seeing, there's a few things that don't really sit with me well.
Alright.
So, what I'm going to do is, I am going to point those things out, and we're going to talk about them. Now, before we get started, I am friends with quite a few country singers.
Okay.
And a lot of them have to stay silent. They can't speak their mind.
If you have signed your life away, then you don't get to talk anymore. That is why I'm so impressed with all of these independent people that are making it. Not just making it, killing it. Tom, Topher, Tyson, Mises, Burden, they're killing it.
Country singers. And a lot of them have to stay silent. They can't speak their mind because they're within these little cliques and stuck in these cliques, which is fine. I understand if you want to stay silent, but I don't. Since my name was brought up in topic of discussion when all these things hit the internet, I feel like I can kind of say whatever the hell I want, so...
Hell yeah, brother. Tell me what you want to say.
Here we go. First things first.
You see my little brother talking right here?
None of this was problematic until there was a problem. I've been preaching...
He said, y'all knew, but you ain't say nothing until it was convenient for you. Does whoever this is about to have an album drop? Like, who is the guy that's making the apology about to drop some music? Because it does seem like that type of situation happens in that situation. That's all I'm saying.
Unity since day one. And I'm a guy who has the Confederate flag tattooed on me for life. There didn't have to be a victory.
Y'all, I know so many people. I will never fly any flag but the one from my country, period, the end. My country won the Civil War. There was a lot of bloodshed for freedom. So I'm not ever gonna fly any flag except the one that my brothers rallied to. That's how I'm gonna say that. How my brothers rallied to the flag that I'm gonna fly. But I know so many people who are not racist that have that flag everywhere. And if you have a problem with the flag, then you're probably soft like butter. The same with the statues. If you get offended by a piece of metal standing over there, then you're soft. You can talk about hard all you want. You can bring the scrap if you want. It will not be the first round. I have had my ass whooped many times. You can bring it, but bring company. But if you getting offended by this, then you soft like butter. Like you bend in the heat. That, as Tom would say, you a snowflake, and snowflakes melt when it gets hot, kid. Like, I'm just saying. All right, let's see what Ryan's got to say.
N-word for me to preach unity between blacks and whites. If you notice, in mainstream Nashville, there had to be a spike for them to even talk about unity or quote unquote them fixing themselves. You don't have to fix yourself. You can just be who you naturally are. If you're a good person, people are going to know you're a good person. If you're a piece of shit human, people are going to know you're a piece of shit human.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Shows throughout the years of you being on the internet every day.
And look, you can go back through my history, and there's probably some dumb shit in there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna apologize for it. I moved on. God has changed me from a lot of things. You ain't gonna find no racist stuff. Now, you might find some stuff that you consider racist, but you ain't gonna find no racist stuff. Oh, God changed that about me before social media became a thing. So I ain't gotta worry about none of that. But I definitely got some opinions out there. But I am not shy about none of them. None.
Every day, day in, day out, your lives, people filming you out in public, whatever the case may be. That's what shows the character of a person.
Truth.
But I've noticed
your daily actions define who you are.
Case may be. That's what shows the character of a person. But I've noticed when the shit hits the fan with mainstream Nashville, whether these folks done anything or not, now they're all coming out saying sorry.
Kind of makes you wonder, though.
Begging for forgiveness. Please, no, not me. I'm not racist. I swear to God I'm not. Well,
now there is a whole lot of people that are not. That they worry too much about proving that they're not. Like, I'm going to treat you the exact same regardless of the tone of your skin. Now, if you dress like a thug, I'm going to treat you like a thug. It doesn't matter if you dress like a white thug or a black thug. It doesn't matter. If you giving off that racist vibe from either side, then I ain't messing with you. It's not happening. You can recognize the energy. You can. Quit trying so damn hard, STs.
if you're not, then people will know.
Or
But
SFs.
it looks very suspect when one country singer does something that he shouldn't have done, and then all y'all come out saying sorry for absolutely nothing.
That is very, very suspect.
You didn't do anything. So why are you saying sorry? Which brings me to my next point. Country music, attitude, outlaws, rebels, leaders, legends, lyrics.
Down every road, there's always one more city.
Legacy in which country music was built on for so many years is deteriorating because your favorite artists, the biggest ones in the game, are scared. They're outlaw country, but they're being told what to say.
There ain't no outlaw country. I have not heard outlaw country in 20 years. Tim McGraw thought he was going to try with Indian Outlaw, and then he turned bitch on the next one. Just keeping it 100. Like, that dude lost his balls completely when he got married. Like, might as well be neutered. And then you see where he's at in the news. Nah, bruh. You ain't with it. I don't care if you can sing or not. You ain't got that heart.
They're rebels, but their heart.
I come from the moonshiners. Like, my people are the Acadians who were kicked out of Canada and settled in Louisiana. They're the Irish who were brought over in chains and worked for people until they got free. And they're the Native Americans who got screwed over. Like, all of my history is oppression. The people that fought in the Civil War for my family from Tennessee fought for the Union. Like, I don't want to hear you mess. Country is a heart, and there ain't no heart in music.
Has no rebellion.
Prove me wrong. Tell me who to listen to. I'm gonna check this dude out. I ain't seen none of his stuff. He might be with it, and if he is, I'm gonna be with it. Aaron Lewis is with it. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. So let me know who I need to see in a country shot.
Side whatsoever. They speak about true grit, but then they turn around and they're soft and do what they're told. Now,
Soft like butter.
look, I'm not saying, oh, well, country music was built on racism, so we got to keep it. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
My little brother.
These people are starting to look like pushovers. And look
bro.
like little action figures that the record label just plays with all day. They all get read the same pamphlet. Well, you seen what Morgan did, okay, guys? So here's all your pamphlet.
Oh, this is the one where he was talking to his boy and he hollered out across the way. Bruh, that wasn't for real. Like, I don't use that word, but I grew up thick in it with that word. And there is definitely two different ways to pronounce it, and there's definitely two different attitudes to have with it. And what Morgan said was not what, Joe Biden might say. Because that's two separate tips on that same word. Yeah.
Get on the internet and say all this stuff for the camera. And
I love his attitude. I love the attitude. Like, he's like, y'all people just dumb.
And for what?
I'm going to type him. He might be tomorrow.
Why don't you just get on your phone? You are a country singer. You are a millionaire. You are whatever you think you are. But you're never too good to grab your cell phone and just get on here and speak from the heart.
Talk to people. They want to hear it. Talk to them.
I mean, the biggest country songs in history were made from speaking from the heart.
Truth.
That's what you should be doing. And I think with the actions that some of these country singers have been taking, you're kind of just shitting on country music. You're not having any country music attributes. You have more CNN attributes than anything. Country music is about connecting with the person that lives in the country and lives that lifestyle. And it seems lately in the news and in the media, they're just trying to rake in everybody.
They trying to get you to buy a truck. They trying to get you to buy some whiskey. And they trying to get you to do some dope. That is what they trying to do. Everything I've heard has been talking about trucks, whiskey, or drugs, or cheating. God forbid somebody have a monogamous relationship in 2021. I have been with my wife for 22 years, 1999, however long that is. We've been married for almost 19. Well, actually, we just made 18. It'll be 19 in March. Why are you... Find you somebody that is real and with it. That's got you and you can get. And then stay. No, you don't need all this running around. Like, And I get the country music. There is a long history of cheating in country music. But we're gonna put on that thinking cap for a second and think about this. Since that music's been out, where's the country gone? Like that's what people are like, well, you got free speech, and you absolutely do. I get that argument, I do. I'm willing to die for you to have free speech. But where is it leading us to idolize these things? Where is it leading us to idolize polygamy? Or not even polygamy, because then at least you married. But this non-monogamous hookup culture that we've got. I'm SI-demon, and one of mine is sex. That is one of my problems. We ain't gonna get into that on this one, but it's so much better to have the connection and to share your soul with somebody you're connected with rather than sharing your soul, because that's what you're doing with somebody that you don't plan on ever seeing again. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Everybody's not gonna like you. Why are you trying to make everyone like you? When you're trying to make absolutely everybody like you, even people who don't listen to country music, you are losing true country music fans.
Truth.
It's not because you don't carry around the Confederate flag. It's not because you say the South will rise again. It's because you're being...
And see, I say that's foolishness, but like half the country is talking about peaceful divorce. There's no such thing as peaceful divorce. Right or wrong, the South was within their rights when they broke away from the country. That right was taken away at the end of the war. So if they didn't allow it to happen then, what makes you think they're going to allow it to happen now? The government controls us, even those of us who are free.
A sissy about the shit. Being a Music City native, born and raised in the 615, Nashville, Tennessee, my whole entire life, never did I think country music would be the one on its knees begging for forgiveness.
Everybody's on their knees. Everybody. Because the people who scream, the people who are loud, the people who make the noise get the attention. And us, the people with common sense, don't scream. We don't. We sit back and we take it and we take it and we take it and we snap. This country's close to a snap. There's a whole lot of people sitting back, biting their tongues, keeping their head down, going along with whatever, just because they don't want to make no waves. And if you're not making waves, then you're sinking. You hear me? If you ain't making waves, you ain't on the surface. You underneath the water. Alright, back to Ryan. This is going to be a long one.
That it didn't even do. Growing up in Music City and being raised in this environment, not once did the Confederate flag to us mean that we hated black people.
Right?
It meant rebellion.
Yep.
It meant prideful from being from the South.
Yep. I forget the exact percentage, but it was like 3% or 4% of people in the South owned slaves. They were not fighting for slavery. That was them, the rich people who owned the slaves, they absolutely were. And you know, I think my sound might be a little bit low on this. I'm going to pop it up just a little bit. Well, my last video was low, and I just remember. But the rich people in the South, they had the slaves. They were concerned about slavery. But the average person, just living out in the woods, barely surviving, was concerned about living. And they were concerned about living freely. And what they saw was a federal government from somewhere else, because they don't deal with that, from somewhere else was telling them how to live, and they fought it. That's what the war was fought about. It wasn't fought about slavery. Abraham Lincoln said if he could have kept the Union intact and never freed a slave, he would have done it. That's where he lived. That's where he was. Abraham Lincoln was a terrible person.
I've had plenty of black buddies who wore Dixie Outfitter shirts. I know you country folks.
I know a whole lot, y'all. I know a whole lot of melanated brothers wearing the Dixie flag. Like, I'm never going to rep it. It ain't me. But there are plenty of people out there if you have a conversation.
Folks out there remember the Dixie Outfitter shirts with the big pit bull on the back, with the truck on the front, with the rooster spike.
I have worn that.
It's a culture.
It's been a while.
So, to me, That's exactly what the Confederate flag means. And not only that, it's nostalgic because it was being talked about in some of the biggest country songs when I was in high school.
Truth.
Take, for example, Red Atkins, Kiss My Country Ass. Tearing down a dirt road, rebel flag flying, coon dog in the bag.
He said high school. That's when I was in the Navy.
Truck bed loaded down with beer and a cold one in my lap.
Or maybe after.
Earnhardt sticker behind my head and my woman by my side. Tailpipes popping, the radios rocking, country boy can't survive. And if you got a problem with that, you can kiss my country ass. I mean, that's nostalgic, man. That's my childhood. It doesn't mean that I hated black people. My black buddies were in the truck riding around with me while we was jamming the shit. My Confederate flag tattoo is one of the things that I have taken the most heat for over the years. Do I have the money to cover it up? Yeah, but I'm not gonna. My entire arms are covered with the South, dude. My knuckles say Southern. Fishing hook. Rooster foot. Lord, when I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven. Lightning bugs. Honeysuckles. Browning symbol. Shotgun shell. Mallard. A fucking mallard. My dog that died a while back. Yellow.
That was the countryest thing he has said in this whole thing. He said my dog that died a while back.
A fucking mallard. My dog that died a while back. Yellow. I got diamond plate on my arm. It says 1991. I got an American flag. I got Tennessee. I mean, I got a gamecock rooster. I'm not telling you sorry for using my environment where I was brought up as a warm blanket to love myself in. You're not going to make me say sorry because I'm not sorry. One of the biggest legends in the game used it as symbolism. Charlie Daniels. Listen, dude, you're not shitting on Charlie Daniels as long as I'm breathing. This is a quote from Charlie Daniels. This is what he had to say one time about the Confederate flag. He said, "The Confederate battle flag was a sign of defiance, a sign of pride, a declaration of geographical area that you were born and proud to be from. That's all it is to me and all it ever has been to me. I can't speak for all, but I know in my heart that most Southerners feel the same way." And you know, I think it's pretty ironic and funny that I'm one of the only ones that's making country music right now that was actually born in Music City, in Nashville, Tennessee. Yet, I'm the one that they try to throw under the bus. I'm the one they shut out of their groups.
I'm rocking with Ryan. I don't even care what his music sounds like at this point.
But I'm over here having traditional country attributes about myself, and I do fucking rap music. That's hilarious, right?
Okay, so he's country rap? Alright, yeah, we definitely gonna get into it.
I think it is. When did country music get to a point to where the Dixie Chicks had to change their name?
They didn't have to do a damn thing. I hadn't listened to that since they had their incident back 20-something years ago. I turned them off on the radio back then because what they said then was unacceptable, and they hadn't said nothing acceptable since then. So, yeah.
Take Dixie out, and now they're just the Chicks. What are you gonna do about the song Dixieland Delight? You just gonna call it Land Delight? That sounds pretty fucking dumb. So now, without any further ado, let's get into some of these clips that are being shared right now where they're dragging me to.
Bro,
Holmes hopes you'll.
what is this? What is this? What is this? Did Larry the Cable Guy start singing? Like, this is unhealthy shit right here, people. I'm not trying to fat shame. I'm not trying to body shame. But are you idolizing this? He better have the goldenest pipes of gold ever. This is... Alright, go ahead.
Give them for us.
And this is coming from somebody who used to be 250 pounds. I used to be this. This is unhealthy.
associating himself with a symbol he says he now recognizes.
Yeah, he's just worried somebody's going to chase him. He's worried he's going to have to run down the road and he's going to die because he's fat.
It's hurtful. Do you see it? Okay, zoom in some and... yeah, that's what...
Fat? Is that what he apologized for?
he's talking about.
Y'all really think he come out and said this by himself? You don't think his record label daddy told him to do this? No, you have to. You have
Them
to.
handlers make you suck stuff, much less make you talk stuff.
Do that thing, so you have to.
And he looked like he sucked some stuff.
You think he waited 6 years of not saying nothing, not preaching nothing about unity, but now he does, and you don't think somebody told him to?
Bitch made reveals.
Okay.
During a conversation at country radio.
What's going on in this picture, bro?
Seminar, Combs and Maren Morris talked about accountability and country music's reckoning with racism.
Accountability.
Who is Maren Morris? Who is that?
I don't know.
Better Together singer says there's no excuses for images like this, and he wants to...
Oh, so you are alright with having it at your house. You were alright with it until somebody saw it and said something. You caught this fever going around. And that's where your problem is, huh? Hi, bro. Bitch made.
apologize for being associated with that. The images in question are actually part of a music video that has
Bitch made.
over 75 million views on YouTube and 331,000
Like, look at the title on this. Can I get an outlaw?
likes as of mid-February 2021.
Yeah, you see the
If your butt hurt behind a flag, then you soft.
like to dislike ratio.
I don't like that black flag walking around like this with that communist shit on it. I don't like that at all. I don't like them people walking around with that sickle and that flag. That sickle and none of that star from them other people. No. But you can fly that shit. I'm not gonna jump you. I'm not gonna get mad at you. I ain't gonna fuck with you, but I ain't gonna get mad at you. Like, you can walk around in this country, you can rep whatever you want. Whatever ignorance you want, you can do it. That is the beauty of this country. But you ain't gonna make me feel guilty for mine. I got the American flag flying. When I put it up, I was the only one on the street. And then got 7 now. And that's because, I put it up. Like, I've got one in there folded. But I put that one up. Because they came out on the news and said something about they were targeting people for having it up. And my broke ass went out and bought one and put it up. And I'm about to replace it because it's been flying non-stop with light on it the whole time. And I'm just letting people know if they want to pull up where to go.
That's all. Did you see it? You did? Yep. Yeah. That's the like to dislike ratio. Crazy, right?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Maybe one.
I didn't notice. Hold on. I'm going to go back to it. Yeah. Bruh. I know a little bit about numbers. And I can tell you, generally speaking, on YouTube, if you have this amount, then 10% of it, generally speaking, is going to be an up, and 1% of it, generally speaking, is going to be a down. Obviously, there are going to be outliers in any mathematics, but that's generally how it works. But when you see this is significant. A lot of people like this, and a couple people didn't. Out of 73 million views, 22,000 dislikes is COVID numbers.
And 331,000 likes as of mid-February 2021.
Yeah, you see the like to dislike ratio? That's all. Did you see it? You did? Yep.
73 million
That's
views.
the like to dislike ratio. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Maybe one Combs wishes he could remove himself from, however, and actually, there are some who say that his record label has tried to do just that.
Yep, that is a true statement. But here's the good thing. See, record labels don't tell me what to do. I tell record labels what to do.
That's why
That's what I've built
that's
for
my
myself
boy.
in country music.
The panel was supposed to be about new artists who've risen to the top, but after Morgan Wallen was seen saying the N-word on camera, Combs reached out to Morris and CRS and asked to talk about accountability.
Whoa! So, hold on. They didn't go to him and say, hey, bro, you might want to check this out. No. He went to them and said, oh, there might be a problem. Bitch.
Agreeing to address things from his past, specifically this. I am now aware how painful that image can be to someone else.
Don't
No
care.
matter what I thought at the time, I would never want to be
Don't care.
associated with something that brings so much hurt to someone else.
Like, I used to care. I used to care. I did. I'm an empath. I love people. I feel your emotions, like literally do. And it's funny, Shannon, that you put that in the comments because I am an empath. I can physically manipulate energy. God's given me that gift. And so I used to take this much more seriously than I do. But then I saw where this capitulation leads, and it is down a dark path. Because it's not about justice anymore. It's about vengeance. And it's about persecution. And I have to stand against that. I have to. I ain't got no choice.
I want people to feel accepted. I want people to feel welcomed by country music.
It's going to be my longest video ever.
Hate is not a part of my core values.
Yes, it is. It is. Hate is a part of your core values. If it wasn't, you would not be reacting like this. You would not be having this visceral reaction if you did not have those feelings. Like the whole reason that you feel guilty is because you are. Like, I'm passionate because I see your mess. I see this manipulating people. Because there's going to be some people that sees what this chunk did and be like, that's the right way to go. Because he's influential. He sings, so he must know what he's talking about. Like, I'm going to listen to you. It don't matter who you are, I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to give you a shot, everybody. But this is not the values that I espouse. I accept you as you are. I may not mess with you. I won't ever mess with this dude. But I will accept you as you are. I'm not going to try and change you. If you want to have a conversation, you want some knowledge, that's fine. And if you want a conversation and you bring me some knowledge, that is more than fine. I am always up for being corrected. I always assume that I am wrong. I had to develop that skill because I have T.I. Child. And T.I. Child says, I'm right. And that has been a problem in my life, and it is something I had to work on. So now I know that I'm not right, and I will listen to you. But I will still make that judgment. All right,
Well, I don't have hate in my core values either. And I think everyone who has watched me or come across me over the years, the majority of them know that. Otherwise, my like to dislike ratio would not be what it is. I wouldn't still be growing 6 years
Truth.
later. It's been a steady incline since I started.
Love it.
And you're not going to get those kind of numbers if you have hate in your heart. But here's another thing that irks me that I haven't seen anybody talk about. Why, when I see this kind of stuff and I see what people are saying, why is it like y'all are trying to make it out like black people are weak or something?
Oh, he done hit it there. How racist is it? Like, that's the game I play. How racist is it that you say black people can't get an ID? How racist is it that you say that a black man cannot make it without the state? How racist is it that you say, that's a game I play, and watch the news and then say that, like after every story? How racist is it that whatever the news story is?
They're not. You're trying to make it out like we have to baby them and stuff. We don't.
Nope.
Why are y'all talking and treating black people like they're totally different from us? you're treating it like, we gotta.
This is
do
my
for the
tip.
black people. The black people are probably like, yo, what the fuck? Why? Don't throw us in here.
Right.
We're not fucking weak.
That ain't got nothing to do with
We're
me.
not sitting here asking y'all to do this and come out and give these apologies. Why the fuck you think we're so weak as black people? That's how I take it. And the media is doing this to y'all.
Bruh.
And y'all are falling for it.
Every time.
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
What
It's
what
hilariously
how am I
sad.
supposed to look at it? Look at the stuff y'all say. It's pretty much like you're like, oh, look, there's a black guy. Everyone tiptoe around the black guy. Hi, black guy. You're so great, black guy. I'm so sorry
Yeah, let me hold your pocket.
about this piece of cloth, black guy. I just want to let you know that I really love black people. Dude, if you ask me, I think black people that are watching this shit probably
This
think
dude's
y'all
funny.
crazy. Like, why they think we give a fuck that much?
Right.
To be honest. And you want to know one fact?
It's
that I
because y'all think they
hilarious about this
different.
whole thing?
They
He
ain't
come out and
nobody
said
different.
sorry for the Outlaw music video and yada yada yada. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be a better person. I swear I'll never catch rebellionitis ever again. I'm so sick. Did you know that the film crew for that music video was all black people?
Come on,
Some
bro.
gangster
No,
ass black people.
no, bro. That can't be true, Ryan. That can't be true. Not if he said what he said. That can't be true.
Well, that I was friends with. They were the people who shot the video. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I gotta say about this.
I can't breathe, bro.
I can promise you I'll never say
can't
sorry for something that I don't have to say sorry for.
Oh, man.
I don't have to say sorry for symbolism I grew up around.
Come
I
on.
didn't do nothing to anybody. I don't have to make an
Come
apology
on.
video.
Come
I'll
on.
never say anything to the point to where I do have to make an apology video.
Right?
Because that's not who I am as a person.
Ah,
So
I
if
love
I'm the
it.
last one left out
I
here
love it.
saying what needs to be said and standing up for myself and speaking from my heart, then I'll be the last motherfucker left. It don't bother me none.
not a bit.
See y'all later. man.
Easy.
Country.
Oh my.
Upchurch video is where the Confederate imagery comes from. Several sources report that Sony Music Nashville offered both Upchurch
I'ma let it play
and
out.
Combs a record deal. If
You know
they
how I
signed
do. I'm gonna
that
let it play
outlaw
out.
Kind of thing that they did in the video. Combs took it. Upchurch didn't. He's a don't give a damn kind of artist.
That's right, baby.
That's right. Ah. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you to the viewer who did not wish to be named. That was good stuff. That was. Oh, I'm gonna get Upchurch in the rotation. This is gonna be the first video in his playlist because this was good stuff. Thank you so much for being here, Ryan. You ain't gotta apologize to nobody, brother. Thank you for this though. That was entertainment. It's been Pitt's Take. I appreciate you being with me every single minute. Peace.